February 14th, 2024 started like a dream. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. like always, slipped into the kitchen in my old robe, and started making red heart-shaped pancakes for my baby boy Jaden. 6 years old, gap in his front teeth, loves Paw Patrol and his toy robot Robo Boy more than life. I even wrote Mommy loves Jaden in whipped cream on his plate. My husband Marcus came downstairs at 7:15, looking sharp, navy suit, fresh haircut, smelling like new money. I smiled and slid a mug of coffee toward him. "Happy Valentine's Day, baby," I said softly. He didn't even look at me. He put a thick red envelope on the table, right on top of the heart pancakes. I thought it was a cute card. I opened it with a smile, and my whole world ended. Petition for divorce. Plaintiff, Marcus Deshaun Jackson. Defendant, Amara Jackson. Reason, irreconcilable differences and mental instability of the wife. I dropped the papers. My hand started shaking so bad the coffee spilled. "Marcus, baby, what is this?" He finally looked at me, eyes cold like I was a stranger. "It's exactly what it looks like, Amara. I'm done. You're lazy, you're depressed, you're a terrible mother, and I'm taking everything. The house, the cars, the accounts, and full custody of Jaden. My lawyer says you won't get a dime." I couldn't breathe. 6 years of marriage. I quit my nursing job when Jaden was born because Marcus said, "I want my son raised by his mother, not a daycare." I cooked, I cleaned, I homeschooled Jaden during COVID. I was room mom, soccer mom, everything mom. And now I'm lazy? Jaden walked in rubbing his eyes. "Daddy, why is mommy crying on Valentine's Day?" Marcus forced a smile, picked him up. "Don't worry, little man. Daddy's just helping mommy rest. Eat your pancakes." That same day, he changed the locks on the joint accounts. My debit card declined at the gas station. He froze my credit cards. He moved into the basement until the divorce is final. And every night, I heard him on the phone laughing with someone called Jess. Jessica Marie Harrington, 38, vice president at Marcus's logistics company, divorced, no kids, drives a white Mercedes G-Wagon, lives in Buckhead. Turns out my husband had been sleeping with his boss for 14 months. She was the one paying for his new Rolex, his new suits, his weekend business trips to Miami, and she hated me on sight because I was the stay-at-home wife living in the house her money helped pay for. Marcus told her I was crazy, depressed, and holding him back. Jessica wanted my life, my son, my ring, my last name, and together they made a plan to take everything and leave me homeless. Marcus's lawyer was a shark $800 an hour. Mine was Mr. Lewis, a kind older man from legal aid who took my case for free. Day one they brought photos of messy rooms taken when I was in bed with 103 fever. Bank statements showing luxury purchases. Jessica used my card when they went on vacation. A fake report from a parenting expert saying I was unfit and Jaden showed signs of neglect. I cried on the stand. I screamed once. The judge looked at me like I was unhinged. Marcus sat there calm, handsome, perfect, the victim. I left court that day thinking I lost my son forever. Jaden has this red toy robot his daddy bought him for Christmas, Robo Boy. It lights up, walks, and has a little voice recorder for secret agent missions. What Marcus never knew, Jaden is smart, too smart. Every time Daddy tucked him in and thought he was sleeping, Jaden pressed record on Robo Boy and hid him under the bed. For 3 months, my baby collected evidence. Final hearing day. Marcus wore a new Tom Ford suit. Jessica sat behind him in the gallery blowing kisses. The judge was about to rule in Marcus's favor. That's when the courtroom doors opened and my little Jaden walked in alone, holding Robo Boy like a trophy. The whole room froze. Marcus went pale. "Your Honor," Jaden said, in his tiny voice, "my robot recorded something bad Daddy said when he thought I was sleeping. Can he talk to you?" The judge, big tough black man with grandbabies of his own, smiled softly. "Come here, lil' man. Let's hear what your robot has to say." They plugged Robo Boy into the court system, and the first clip played, Marcus's voice clear as day. Once the judge gives me full custody, we're selling the house, moving to Buckhead with Jess, and Amara will be on the street where she belongs. Jaden will have a real mother. Jessica is rich, she's successful, she's everything that lazy woman isn't. Jessica's voice laughing. And don't worry, baby, I already enrolled him in private school under my last name. Second clip, Marcus on the phone. Yeah, I used Amara's credit card for the Bahamas trip. Let her explain that in court. Third clip, Marcus whispering to Jessica in Jaden's room at 2 a.m. After tomorrow, she'll never see him again. I'll tell Jaden his mommy didn't want him anymore. The courtroom went dead silent. Then the judge lost it. Bailiff, arrest this man right now. Marcus tried to run. Grown man in a $5,000 suit knocked over chairs trying to escape. They tackled him in the aisle. Handcuffs clicked. Jessica started screaming and tried to sneak out. They arrested her too for fraud and conspiracy. The judge looked at me with tears in his eyes. Mrs. Jackson, your son just saved your life. Full custody is yours. Divorce granted on grounds of fraud and adultery. All assets returned. And Mr. Jackson, you are going to prison. Mark is sentenced to 7 years for fraud, perjury, and theft. Jessica lost her job. Her license is under investigation, facing charges. Me and Jaden living in a cute new house I bought with the money the judge ordered, returned plus pain and suffering settlement. I finished my nursing degree. I'm head nurse now. Jaden still has Robo-Boy on his nightstand, but now it's retired. Its mission is complete. Family. Never underestimate a quiet woman, and never underestimate her child. Moral of the story, the smallest hands can press the biggest red buttons. Now tell me in the comments, City Plus present, and answer this. If you were Jaden, would you have pressed play? Super thanks. Keeps these long stories coming. 2 more brand new stories on your screen right now. I love y'all. Stay blessed. And remember, sometimes God sends a 6-year-old with a toy robot to deliver your justice. Peace.